Helping Seniors Television, all about improving quality of life for seniors. If you're a senior, know a senior, or plan to be a senior, then this show is for you. It's all about helping you develop your own aging plan so you can age actively and with dignity. Helping Seniors Television from the Helping Seniors Network of information, education, and resources.
Welcome to this edition of Helping Seniors, and today we're going to talk about assisted living. And with me today is Heidi Kuchenbacker and Ashleigh Caswell. I got the names right this time.
You did.
And Heidi is the director here at Hibiscus Court, and Ashleigh is the director of programs.
The associate executive director.
They promote you?
Yeah, kind of.
They finally realized your worth.
They did. We did. We do.
Well, I don't say that jokingly. I say that earnestly because one of the things that makes any assisted living facility successful is the leadership team. And Heidi, you are probably right now the longest serving executive director for assisted living facilities in Brevard County, if my memory serves me correctly.
That'd be correct. 15, going on 16 years now.
Yep. See, I wouldn't have said that unless I knew it.
I would have thought nothing less.
Right. But, you know, we can joke and make light of a lot of situations, but when a person makes a decision to come to an assisted living facility, they at least have a right to know they're going to a good place. So I think it's important that our listeners and our viewers understand what is an assisted living facility. So Heidi, if you just give us just a short overview of an assisted living facility, what is it?
Sure. Assisted living is basically home. It is better than the four walls that someone's living in that have no company, have no activities. We have those four walls, and then we have lots of fun faces and fun neighbors. We do care. We're here 24 hours. If someone falls, we can come to their rescue quickly. They won't be in a house for 3 days without someone knowing. We can serve you up some pretty good food with our chef's cuisine. And then I say we try to take care of the basics. And then the only job that a person who lives in assisted living has to do is have fun. And we try to provide every opportunity we can to do just that, because it's about the quality of the life that you lead.
Well, you have a lot of different activities. I know today, actually, is this, doing these things, is your part of your brainstorm?
You know, it's a team event. We have a bunch of wonderful managers, and we like to have fun events that get us involved and get the residents involved. Today is actually an event called Freaky Friday, and Heidi and I are not currently dressed for the occasion, but we will be very shortly. So everyone's just having fun today. And
yes, we're keeping those folks off the camera today so that we don't scare people away from assisted living.
Well, maybe that during when we take a quick break, they can get a
one of our Freaky Fridayists.
Yeah, we got Ashleigh. Is she still here with that?
we will do
leather
that.
Jacket. Okay, yeah. We can get a quick picture of Ashleigh, and we can backfit it into the show so that people can see what a staff freaky.
Well, you know, when we're having a good time, so is everybody else, and that's really the difference in staffing and assisted living. If you believe in what you do, you like the people that you work with, you serve the people who live here, then we all play together.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Ashleigh, could you just explain for our viewers licenses? What do you do here at Hibiscus Court that might be a little bit different from what they do at other places? And in the continuum of care, exactly where does assisted living fit?
So we aim to help people age in place. So our goal is that people don't ever have to leave Hibiscus for a needs-based thing. So we can help people if they need a little bit of help. We can help people if they need a lot of help. So our goal is really that you move into Hibiscus and you don't have to move out.
What can you do here at Hibiscus Court to extend the ability of people to stay here longer?
Well, we take really good care of people. So, people are able to stay here. We have residents that have been here over a decade. So
Well, I wanted to go a little bit more deeper than that. I wanted you to talk a little bit about your memory care unit here.
Yep, we do have a memory care community here. So if someone has the need for a secure memory care community with a lot of care, we can provide that here. Sometimes people start in our assisted living and then move on to our memory care community after a couple years, and we're able to provide them care with the same caregivers. So they don't have to, it's still the same people that know them and love them and are able to, provide a continuity of care.
Okay, now let's say that a person is staying here at Hibiscus Court and they reach a point where they're on borderline whether they can stay here or have to move to a nursing home because of the how much skilled nursing care you can provide in an assisted living facility, and that's where the licenses come in. But you can bring in outside skilled nursing care into Hibiscus Court if you want to, or if the family wants to, up to a certain point.
So we can do that. First of all, we don't do any kind of skilled nursing. We don't make any kind of medical decisions at all, and that's a misconception that people have about assisted living. We are taking care of people, but we make no medical decisions. We follow the direction of a person's physician for whatever that particular person needs. So if a physician says someone needs home health, then home health is invited into the building, and we have a wonderful variety of third-party providers that do just that. To extend someone's life, good care, as Ashleigh said, but good care also with those third-party providers. Sometimes that third-party provider is hospice. And the issue that most people have with hospice is they wait too long to bring hospice on board. The average hospice intervention starts 7 days before someone passes. Here, it starts 6 months, a year before someone passes.
So you do bring people. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted you to say. I wanted you to talk about just a minute about the fact that here at Hibiscus Court, you're a little bit different from some of the other assisted living facilities, and I know that because of the type of care that you do provide. You do look for different ranges and different ways that you can extend their ability to stay here.
Well,
And you
it's
do that,
home, right? So
Right.
what would you do at home? What would you want done
Right.
for your loved one? Often we'll do that. We'll be doing that later today with the family. What can we all bring to the table to keep home home? If there's ever a time that we cannot keep someone safe, then it is our duty under law and just ethically to tell someone we can no longer meet your needs. The difference in Hibiscus Court and other assisted livings is that we actually staff differently. If we need more staff to help because we have more needs, then we add those layers to our schedule and to meet the needs of our residents, and that's the bottom line.
Well, you got to the fourth question I wanted to ask you before we take the break, because when we're going to take the break and bring in a couple of your residents and talk to them for a few minutes to let them explain to our viewers why they like living at Hibiscus Court and how maybe they made some of their decisions to come here. But the last question you hit on a little bit, and that's you talk about a team, and I think that the thing that I think that's been more successful at Hibiscus Court is the leadership team, and that's exactly what you have here that maybe some of the other facilities I've observed between mediocre and highly successful facilities is the leadership team. You've been here 15 years, and that says something about why people keep you here. And you wouldn't be here, nor would Ashleigh be here for an extended period of time unless the residents enjoyed being here, right?
Absolutely, our best measure.
Right. There is a high rapid turnover in the leadership teams of almost all nursing homes and assisted living facilities. And that's based on the fact that you've got to be able to pay your bills. And the way you pay your bills is you keep a full house of people. And if people enjoy where they're going to be here.
Right. It's all about satisfaction. And it's really more about that. When someone walks in our door, whether they move in here or they are just coming to be less afraid of assisted living and learn about it, we start a trust relationship from the moment they walk in the door. Because if you have a family member, whether it's a husband or a mother or a spouse, there's a lot going on in your life. There's reasons that you have shown up at our door. If we can help you through that process, educate you a little bit, that's a great thing. But at the end of the day, you have to trust us with your loved one.
Exactly right. That's right.
And that's where it starts.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
We're going to take that break now because I want to get Betty and Shirley on.
Well, they are way more fun than we are.
Oh, I know. And if we have time, and I know you're not going to be here, but if we have time, we'll bring Ashleigh back on. Maybe she might want to say something more, but we didn't let you talk much today.
It's okay. I'll come back. Okay.
Okay, I know you'll come back because I know you can talk. So we're going to take a quick break now, folks, and then we're going to bring two of the residents on, and maybe we can help you understand a little bit more about assisted living. Hi, we're back live from our first session where we talked to Heidi Kuchenbacker, who is the director here at Hibiscus Court, and Ashleigh Caswell, who is the assistant director. And now we have two residents, and we've never done this before. We've got two residents with me here, and to my immediate left is Betty Cox, and then Shirley Bliven. And I asked them their ages, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we're not that far apart. Are we?
I'm proud of my age.
So am I.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to tell anybody, that's okay. You can tell them. But if you do, remember, there's a whole lot of people.
Oh, I know. It gets around fast.
Yeah, when people talk, they talk real quick and they get around real fast.
Yeah, right.
But folks, one of the reasons we decided to have Betty and Shirley on is that they did a little session at the raffle for their sheriff's car for his charity, and we were helping them. And Betty and Shirley did a bang-up job of promoting the sheriff's car. The only problem was they couldn't get them to. They wanted to talk all the time, and it was like, I like to talk, but they even talked more than I did.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. All joking aside, we'll start with you, Betty.
Okay.
How did you decide to come to Hibiscus Court?
Well, I had pneumonia, and I ended up in the hospital. I lived with my daughter and son-in-law, and then from the hospital, I went to rehab, and the kids knew that I needed a place. You know, I didn't want to be in their lives all my life, so I asked them to find a place for me to live, and they found Hibiscus Court. And they looked all over, and this was the nicest place to be. And I enjoy being here.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Shirley, how'd you manage to get here?
Well, my husband was in here, and I was in my own apartment. And he was lonesome, so I decided to give up my apartment and come in here and be with him.
But was he in the memory care unit?
He was, but he passed all their, what do I call it? Questions. He graduated from memory care into a regular unit.
Oh.
He was well enough to be able to do that. So when he graduated and came to a regular unit, they asked me if I wanted to come in also. So we had been married 68 years, and so being separated, it was a long time.
You still wanted to be with him after 68 years?
Yes, I did. I sure did. And anyway, that's how I ended up here.
But you know, that's the beautiful part about, this is a story that needs to be told more because people don't understand this. People make an assumption that when a couple has to make a decision to go different ways, that there's no chance to get back together.
Yeah.
But there is. You never know what the good Lord has planned
Right.
for us.
Amen.
And so this is something we have to put a little trust, and we have to trust the facilities. And that's one of the good things because they worked with you.
True.
Yes, they do.
True. They worked with me. And they did from the very beginning. They worked with him, but they also worked with me. And they made it easier for me to leave him to come in here. You follow me?
Yeah, I did. I was just thinking how old you were when you got married to him.
I don't want to tell you.
Oh, I know how old. I figured it out already.
Okay, you know. I was young,
I know you were.
very young.
You were younger than I was when I got married.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you were. I'm not going to say anything unless you want to say anything. But that's
No,
up to you.
I'm not going to say anything, but we were married very young, and we had a good long life together.
How long were you married, Betty?
46 when he passed away. We were married 46 years.
46.
Pardon? Yeah, he had 46 years, and he passed away at age 66. So
Okay.
I've been
But
widowed a long time.
Since you've been here at Hibiscus Court, how have you felt about, there's a void when you lost your husband. I know
Yes.
that. And I think about the fact that if my wife wasn't with me, well, how I would feel. And I don't like to think about that.
That's right.
But have the people, has the living here at Hibiscus, and think about it, Shirley, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Has living here at Hibiscus Court sort of helped fill the void in your life?
Yes, it does, because, the staff is wonderful. And then you don't ever feel lonesome, and you can be as busy as you want to be because they have so many nice, fun things to do. And so I can say I'm never lonesome, and I love all the people here, and you get acquainted with make a lot of friends, and the activities are wonderful. And we have outings, which does us good too.
Okay. Now, your case is a little bit different from Shirley's.
Yes.
I don't remember. Is your husband still alive?
No, he passed
How long ago was it?
4 years, 3 years ago.
3 years. So how long have you been here at Hibiscus Court?
I've been here 4 years.
4?
Yeah.
But in the year that your husband was here with you and you were together, how was it like living here with your husband in Hibiscus Court in an assisted living facility? Did you feel comfortable with that?
I felt very comfortable. I didn't feel alone. I had a lot of friends, and I had a lot of people that would help me if I needed help. And if I just opened my door from my apartment into the corridor, I'd meet somebody I knew. And so I was never alone. So it was a good feeling. If I was in my apartment, I would have been alone. I knew the people, but I didn't know them like I know the people in here.
I have to say this. I'm 84 years old, going on 85. And I go back to when I was 18, 19 years old. And you remind me so much of my grandmother and me talking to you. Now, we're close in age, but I'm saying, and back in perspective, I think a lot of the way both of you have adjusted and are living here at Hibiscus Court is a wonderful tribute to what a really good assisted living facility can provide. Is that right, Shirley?
Absolutely. It couldn't be any better than here. I went to several assisted living before I decided to come here. And the minute I walked in the door, the person at the front desk made me feel welcome, and they directed me to where I should go. And I've never felt alone.
Okay. What was, were you nervous about leaving your son? Were you living with them at the time when you came here?
I was living, yes, with my family, yes.
Were you nervous about coming here, leaving them and coming here?
No, because I was sick when I came in here, and I got well while I was in here. I came from a care center, and I was not really that well when I came here. So it was, when I got to feeling good, it was really nice and felt
So this
welcome.
helped you in your recovery
This helped
process?
me with my recovery a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
But you, Shirley, were in a little different situation. You did you have medical problems when you came here?
Oh, no. I came in as independent. I took care of myself basically every way. And I'm still independent.
Okay, now, since you've both lived here, are you both in the independent state here still? Take care of yourself and everything?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't have any CNA help to with your activities of daily living or anything?
No.
I have some help with my meds, only because
Oh, the meds.
I would be running out of them. They needed to be renewed, and I'd forget to do that.
Don't worry, I do that too.
I know, but that's normal. I think it's normal.
It is normal. And my wife will say to me, why don't you remember to do that? Or why don't you do that? I said, I just forgot.
Yeah,
We do forget. And there's nothing wrong with forgetting,
right.
as long as we remember it.
Yeah,
My biggest problem is reminding myself where that clicker thing is, and I forgot where I put it. I got it. I think I put it under the flower pot that controls my hearing aids.
okay.
That and my wallet and my cell phone. I never can remember where I put those things.
Uh-huh.
And I don't worry about it too much because I use the cell phone to call people. I don't worry too much about text messaging. I can't go with my thumbs on that thing all day long. It drives me crazy.
No, I feel very comfortable living here and letting them do what they need to do, which is basically some help with my medications.
Okay. Betty, what would you say has been the nicest thing that's happened to you since you've been here at Hibiscus Court?
Well, getting acquainted with so many people, and just I love the staff and everything, all the activities that we do, and I'm like Shirley. I appreciate the nurses giving the meds and ordering my meds when needed. But it's a very happy home.
Okay. Did either one of you know Mel Bloom? Did you know Mel?
Pardon?
Did you know Mel Bloom when he was here?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
He was mayor of Palm Bay.
Right.
Yes.
He was quite a character.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I knew him
I walked
quite
up here
well.
to give a talk one day, and there's Mel sitting on the bench out front.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and it was just like the last time I saw him. He was doing a barbecue for us for when I had the old Alzheimer's Foundation. And Mel was doing all the barbecue for the chicken barbecue. And you know, his wife made all the beans, and she soaked the beans in the water. And you go down to her house, and she was fixing beans for 1,400 people. And she had jars all over the kitchen and a couple other rooms of the house with beans soaking in water. And she did them all herself.
Yeah.
But these are stories that I imagine you tell a lot of stories here, right?
Oh, yes.
You'd have to, the way the two of you talk.
Right.
Look, I want to bring Ashleigh back on just for a second, and I want to tell you how much I've enjoyed having you, Betty, and you, Shirley, on the
Thank
show
you.
today. And maybe we'll get back again in the future.
Thank
Well,
you.
I enjoyed
Right.
talking
We've
to you.
enjoyed it too.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break now. This is Joe Steckler. We're back live with Ashleigh Caswell, who is the Associate Director here at Hibiscus Court. And we're bringing on, no, it's not an apparition that you're seeing. It's really Alex Larson. And Alex is the Community Education Director here at the facility. But the reason I asked you, Alex, to be on was that Heidi, and who was the director, had talked about this day called Freaky
Friday, yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
So I wanted our viewers to see what a Freaky Friday participant really looked like. And I tried to get Alex to put her hat back a little bit. She wouldn't do it. But maybe we can get the cameras to angle on her bit to see what she looks like. But what you're really missing are her pink tennis shoes. That's what you're missing. Okay. But you both heard Betty and Shirley. And what would you both have to say about some of the added benefits, and maybe Betty or Shirley didn't say about Hibiscus Court?
I think it's really just the social aspect, and they did touch on it, but it's really important for them. They're best friends. They didn't know each other before they came here, and if they were living at home alone, supported by services in their home, they would still be isolated. So because they're here, they have friends like each other and friends like us. And believe me, we had a lot of really good laughs this morning, and both of them have already planned their outfits, and they went to go change into their fun Friday
costumes?
outfits. Yes. So inspired by Alex.
If I'd have known that, would have brought them back to see what they looked like.
I'll get you a picture. Yeah.
Get us a picture.
There'll be a picture on our Facebook for sure.
Yeah, but if you can get the picture, then Carrie can put it, maybe you can backfit it. I know we can backfit it.
We'll get it in
We'll
there.
hold you accountable for that.
We do.
Alex, I know that you are a member of the staff, but you're all part of the team here. And what would you say, adding to the thought about the importance of the stability of the leadership team?
Well, I think it's critical. I think that we all are in it for the right reason. I think that it's very true. You fall in love with the residents. They are family. We are their second line of family. We're very blessed that our residents' families are very involved with them and their lives here. So when we have wonderful events and we do fun things, residents' families come in and join it too. So that's part of what we really support, and it's very important to the residents as well. So we're a big community, and the residents take care of themselves, they take care of us, and they're very involved with everything that we do. So the leadership team is critical in that we all lean in, not only to what we do and we individually provide, but just our individual relationships with all of the residents and their families.
Okay. Actually, how long have you been here, Alex?
I'm working on my second year.
Yeah.
We created a position for her.
Oh, okay, all right.
We found her, and we knew she needed to be part of the team.
Based on what you knew her capabilities were? That shows a little different aspect about how you try to look to the future too.
Yep.
That's a big key, Ashley. You both hit on it. How well an assisted living facility can do in the future depends a lot on how much they're willing to change.
And we learn something new every day.
Okay. I had hoped we would have more time, but this show just ate the time up so quickly. But
It's because we're so much fun.
I always wanted you to come back and sort of wrap it up. And then when I saw Alex, I knew that we had to get Alex on here so that you viewers could see what kind of things these people, the lengths they go to let their people help their people have fun. So thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Alex, for being here today. And we'll see you again.
Okay.
I'm Joe Steckler. Thank you for joining our program today. I'd like to remind you that our senior information line is available to you at 321-473-7770. There you can get help and direction that could be helpful for your specific situation or circumstances. The work of helping seniors is very important, but we can't do it alone. That is why our sponsors here in Brevard County are so important. I'd like to thank our many area sponsors, businesses and medical providers who support the mission of helping seniors that help us carry the cost of our media efforts. If you'd like to join us either as a business partner or simply donate as an individual, we would welcome your call at 321-473-7770. You are always welcome to visit our website at www.helpingseniorsofbrevard.org. Thanks so much for your help. It does make a difference.